Hey, what's up, guys? Jason here. We are. This is day 2 of the WUKAR 90. It is September 1st. Yep, September 1st. And today, looking at what's happening, today went really well, and yesterday did as well. So I'm actually doing a spreadsheet that tracks everything, and you can give point values to, like, for example, you can weight, like weighting, like a balance, like weights that you lift weights. You can weight like personal development versus fitness and nutrition versus business versus relationships, whatever you're trying to do. And you can give one like a 30%, one of them a 10%, whatever your own categories are. And then within those, each one has like your daily and weekly activities broken down, and you can weight those within that. So like personal development for mine is like, I think it's like 25% of my overall score. And of that, meditation is like 15 or 20%. So if I don't do meditation on a day, I miss 15 or 20%, and the most I can get is like an 80 or 85% for that day for personal development, if everything else is maxed out in that. And that's for that one day. And then personal development for that day is 15% or 20% or whatever of the overall score, or 20, whatever percentage I said. So I actually spent hours doing that this morning, and spoke with our CEO for a long, almost like 80, 90 minutes today. And I've been packing. Packing takes so long, man. It's 11:30. And I was drudgingly trying to avoid packing, but I think I started around 9-ish, and it's like 2.5 hours. It's crazy. But I also realized, so part of me going when I travel is I bring my healthy food with me typically, or I bring enough to where I could probably survive like a meal and a half. About 2 meals a day is what I bring with me. So I have to find one other meal while I'm there. But if I had to do like skip a meal because everything was garbage around, I have enough stuff to survive on that. And so this is a 5 full days, like full morning to night trip. And so I just needed more stuff than normal. Plus we have to dress up. Plus I need stuff like I have a bunch of these. So anyway, it's one of those weird trips where you need formal clothes and non-formal and everything else. So I actually like that I started this thing. So what's happening is this fleshing out the spreadsheet, which we're going to use for everybody. Actually the spreadsheet alone, guys, is going to be worth hundreds of dollars to each person. So I'm really happy with how that's turning out. It's really, really cool. And then the other, I'm like paving the path, I realize. So one of the books I'm reading right now, I'm going to read more than 12 or more books during this thing. And one of the ones I'm reading right now is called Linchpin from Seth Godin. And now I forgot what I was going to say. I guess what I was going to say is a part of that is it's paving the path, and it's leading by example, and it's like, nobody has this spreadsheet. There's actually things you can buy out there for like $700, $1,000, $1,500. But this thing it's a perfect fit for how we're running this whole WUKAR 90 thing. So anyway, it's totally awesome. I'm really happy with that. So that's an example of me providing like a ton of value, both to the people coming through our program as well as to WUKAR. And so I do that stuff all the time, and I'm just throwing this out there. That's just a part of being a linchpin with anything, is like paving a path, making stuff happen. So, and I don't have them here. I actually got tons. So part of this whole extra time, actually most of it was like just stuff I would normally have to do anyway, which is a wonder why I'm typically late in the mornings going to my plane, because a lot of this I do in the morning, which I didn't do tonight. I got a brand new, one of my high-end gaming mice, a mouse for a computer, one of these things. So this is like, this one was super expensive because they don't make this anymore, and I bought it like when it's already out of print. But when this used to be in print, when they used to make these, it was like $170, $180 mouse, and this one is well over 200. This is my backup one, but I got it to work with my MacBook, which I'm going to be using all weekend, which is totally cool because up until now I've been using that stupid little pad and it drives me crazy. So that's going to be cool. So that's it. Score-wise, I don't have all my categories scored. I still have uncertainty around business stuff, especially the SEO business. WUKAR things, I have such a variety of duties with WUKAR as the CIO and as the what's that called when you fill in for somebody in the short term? I don't remember what it's called. I'm going to bed like right when I turn off this camera. I was filling in as CEO random times over the past like month or two. So whatever that's called, and I wear like 50 other hats as well. And so it's hard to nail that stuff down. So I do know my main things are going to be running the WUKAR 90 different groups, the coaching groups, and there's several other things, including launching Academy and everything. But I'm going to measure it in like, am I doing stuff every day? And when I do stuff, like, guys, I don't play around and like waste an hour and then like count that as like, oh yeah, I did my work. I did that years ago in corporate America, and even that was really rare. That was like when I'm like leaving a job and I have something better lined up, or it's like the very end of a thing. I almost have never done that my whole life. It's not how I work. So I might measure it in kind of hours. I might measure in like, did I work on this, and this project for WUKAR today? And if I did yes, and yes, cool. Then I get, 33%, 33%, and they add up to be 100 or whatever. So I'm still fleshing those out, but I'm okay. I made massive progress the last 2 days. And just tracking all this stuff, I forgot about what tracking does when you track down to this level of like, did I eat fruit today? Yes or no? Like that's one of the things I'm tracking. Is it brings so much awareness to what your practices are that it makes your practice. I guess some people, it might make their practice go worse because they like quit or something. For me, it like amplifies everything up. I squeezed in family time and wife time and personal time, and I got new shoes I've needed for like months. I've actually been over there 3 times in the past week, and they keep having events at my shoe store locally. So finally got my new shoes. That alone was like an hour activity. I did the shopping I needed to go for this trip, like all these random things, like to get the stuff I needed to prepare just to go on a trip. And I also realized how disruptive trips were. So, and I'm not going to make these all long, especially the next like 5 days. If I even do them, they're going to be like from my phone, and they're going to be like really short. So there's a chance you guys may not hear from me until day 8, which will be the beginning of week 2, and I'll be like looking back on this first week here. Because the next 5 days are going to be random chaos for sure. But I'm really glad I went through this the last 2 days, because I'm super, super aware of my practices. And so, like, for example, one of my goals or my targets is drink 170 ounces of water a day, and that's the equivalent of 5 liters. And so I have, I measure that in ounces. So whether I'm drinking 1 liter things or 20-ounce bottles or whatever, I just add all those up throughout a day and make sure they're 170. So I noticed, like, today I definitely drank more water, and my energy, guys, was freaking off the charts all day today. Like it was 8 or 9, and I felt amazing. And I'm like, dude, this has to be from the water, because I'm like relatively stressed with several different things happening all throughout life. And so just from that awareness of it and drinking extra water and seeing that new energy, now I'm like, dude, I'm drinking 170 ounces this entire next 5 days. I don't care what's happening. None of that matters. Like, I'm definitely going to do it. The biggest thing today, the biggest disappointment that I did not get to fit in was my my workout, which is like one of the cornerstones of everything. I did all the other surrounding stuff. I did the meditation, I did the foam roller, I did breathing. I'm oxygenating my brain at least 3 times a day, and I did that today. I did all the other physiology parts and things that are like important routines throughout a day. And it's so weird I didn't do a workout, but I also, oh, by the way, I have to email my coach to get some milestones and to get the schedule for this coming 5 days. So I'll be able to, actually I can't program it in unless it's already in by the morning. So I might be up early programming my Garmin, my running watch. But anyway, I'm gonna hold this in my hand so I don't forget to email my coach. I'm gonna end this session and just say, it's really cool seeing the progress like this. It's really, really cool. And it's not like I haven't made extra money. I haven't hit any of my big goals, but I already have so much momentum. I'm getting so much done. All these little activities are what adds up into creating, 7-8 figures a month type of things. And so I love where this is heading right now. And I'm really excited to even get more organized. That spreadsheet alone, even me, like I'm making the first version, then I have to genericize it for all of us. Even me just figuring out what, like some of the stuff that fleshed out today is my daily stuff. Like I didn't realize, I don't have any good examples right now, but there were things on there that needed to be on there that weren't. Or there were things on there that it didn't make sense. It wasn't even a weekly or a daily goal. It was like a monthly or a 12-week milestone kind of a thing. So I found some of the things were in the wrong categories as I was filling it out. Now I went through a totally different routine than anybody else will. There's like, in the green area you put this stuff, in the blue area you put this stuff, in the red area you put this stuff. Like, it's super easy now that I've systematized it, but I had to go through all this, had to pave the path first, then now we have the whole thing, nearly the whole thing systematized. And it will be, I'm proud, if I get any downtime, it's really exciting. I love spreadsheets for some reason. If I get any downtime, it'll be done by this coming Monday. It'll definitely be done next week. I will be cranking that out in the first days there. Here's one disappointing thing. WUKAR did not get completed. There was way too much event prep. But that's another thing. So something I did not plan for was the event preparation that I did today, which was more than 3 hours worth of my day. And it's not for me, guys, I don't mean for me, I mean event prep, like helping the event be a massive impact on everybody that's attending the event. So the people that are flying all the way out there, some all the way around the world, several people, so they go there and it's worth it to them, like it makes a deep impact for them. So I spent more than 3 hours just on that stuff alone today. So there's a lot of things that have crept in over the past few weeks that have gotten in the way of like WUKAR, but I honestly wanted that thing launched. I talked yesterday morning with our CEO. I was talking to Tarlise and told her by Tuesday night I want all my stuff in WUKAR done, and did make tons of progress. Got a bunch of open loops all closed out, so it's looking awesome. Everything's looking good. It's like a very measurable couple things left kind of a thing, but there's no way, like it's at least a day or two worth of work and I can't squeeze it in. So that's all gonna have to happen next week. So I foresee that the middle of September is going to be very, very big for WUKAR, because we have at least a couple things coming out. So it's exciting, totally awesome. That's it. And I can feel my voice. I need to go drink even more water, which is, so today will probably be over 200 ounces by the time I'm done. So take care, guys. Love you guys. This is day 2 signing out, September 1st. Day 2 of the WUKAR 90. I'm out of here. Take care, guys.